Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Are you ready for the test?
Yes,
Tell me, what's your name?
my name is Chi Ling.
And how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Okay, now let's start with part number 1. As you can see, we have 2 pictures, okay? My picture is nearly as your picture, but there are a few differences that we are going to talk about. Now, for example, there are 2 elephants in my picture, but there is only 1 elephant in your pictures, okay? In your picture. So I'm going to say something about my picture and you tell me how different is your picture, okay? Now, in my picture, the girls are eating ice cream.
But in my picture, the girl is calling.
In my picture, the woman is taking pictures.
But in my picture, the man is taking picture.
In my picture, the baby is crying.
But in my picture, the baby is sleeping.
In my picture, there is a red backpack.
But in my picture, the backpack is brown.
In my picture, the old lady is reading a book.
But in my picture, the old lady is holding a bag.
In my picture, there is a dog sitting behind the bin.
But in my picture, the dog is sitting in front of the bin.
Good, okay. Now we're done with part number 1. Now let's move to part number 2. So we have Sarah and Harry. They got new books. I know nothing about Harry's book, but you do. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? Now, what's the book name?
The book's name is Harry is Silver Boots.
And who gave it to him?
His friend gave it to him.
What is it about?
This is about a footballer.
Okay. Was it an interesting or boring book?
It's a boring book.
And when did he finish it?
He finished it yesterday.
Okay. Now, you don't know anything about Sarah's book, so you can ask me questions.
Who gave Sarah a book?
Her cousin.
When is she finished it?
I think last week.
It is interesting or boring?
It's an interesting book.
What about this?
It's about a singer.
What's the name of the book?
It's The Star. Okay, now we finished with part number 3. Number 2. Now let's move to part number 3. As you can see, we have 5 pictures. And I'm going to tell you about picture 1, and you tell me the rest of the story, okay?
Okay.
So there is a family who are having a picnic. The father is taking photo of the mother and the 2 children. They all look very happy.
Okay, and in picture 2, the mother and her children with dad go into the car. Then one man with a bicycle holding a camera to them, but they don't look. In picture 4, the man is riding by faster as he can to the car. In picture 5, the man is give the camera to the woman.
Okay, excellent. Now let's move to part number 4. Let's put away all the pictures. Now in part 4, I'm going to ask you a few personal questions. We will talk about your weekend, okay? Now tell me, what time do you wake up on Saturdays?
I wake up at 7 o'clock on Saturday.
Who make breakfast on Saturdays?
My mom was made breakfast on Saturday.
What do you do with your family on Saturdays?
I go to the music. I go to the museum with my family as yesterday.
Where do you go on Sundays?
I went to I went to the park on Sunday.
Tell me about what you like to do on Sundays evening.
I like to draw at Sunday evening.
Okay, thank you. Finished. Goodbye.
Goodbye.